So I haven't been in a spiritual mood for a while. I've been in work mode. I'm trying to make my business grow. Next year is my enemy year in Chinese astrology. So even though I can avoid certain things, I'm sure something will happen to shake up my life and redirect me into where I'm supposed to be. But in the meantime, wee. So this is what happened is at work. One of my dealers said that they got a call from the guy they used to use and said, "Why are you using Matt?" And he was upset because I stole him away. And they said, "Well, he shows up when we call. Um, he's here in a good amount of time, and nothing blows up." So that is a great feather in my cap. And then this same guy posted a video um, talking shit, basically. Didn't name me by name, and I don't know why it would be me, but also why wouldn't it be me? And then basically said, like, we've been doing this car for a long time. Everyone else is just catching up. Like, why would you go to them? I'm your daddy, kind of thing. So I get a call from a few people saying, "Hey, did you see this video? He's talking about you." Like, why is he talking? What do you mean he's talking about me? Why would he be talking about me? And then the next morning when I wake up, I was like, well, if I'm bothering him, I'm doing something right. And why don't I bother him a little bit more? So I took out my phone in bed and I looked for a new car to buy. There's a new model that was just released, and the support for it was just released this week. And I have this other car that I've been waiting forever to be able to get into. I'm still not into, so it's just been a paperweight. So rather than sit around and wait for that, I thought, why not buy one that I can work on right away? It's a crazy financial decision to make. These two cars retail is it's basically $1 million. It's like it's a strange thing to do, but also like, what am I waiting for? I'm already in my 40s. It's like if I'm not doing it now, then I'm not gonna do it. So fucking let's just do it. I'm gonna wait for someone else to live my life for me. So 6 cars, no fucking space. Hopefully this helps me expand into a house that has enough garage space for me. I hope. Um, at any rate, I decided to buy this car and I made a video and I said, yeah, this guy said made a video and I don't know if he's talking about me or whatever, but and I was like, so I'm gonna buy this, and it's kind of like a fuck you to the industry. It's like, okay, yeah, I know you're working on, but we both know I'm better. Everybody knows I'm better. Um, so I bought the car, and I have to figure out how to make money with it. So on Monday, it has to come apart, and I have to work on it, and then spend some money, and then hopefully it pays off and it pays dividends in the future. I'm taking a gamble. I kept seeing 666 when I was going to buy it, and normally I always like about face. It's like if I see that, I'm like, I'm not fucking around with this. But like the way I think of it is, even if the world ends and there's no food or there's a famine or there's a fucking plague or a war or whatever the fuck happens, it's like I can't base my life off of what ifs. But right now, that's not happening, right? So I need to live my life for right now, not for tomorrow. If I live in what if tomorrows, then I'll have your life, and that's why you're watching me and I'm not watching you. So that was rude. I'm sorry, but you get my point. So I was just imagining someone getting pissed off, like, oh, what an asshole. Hey, fuck you. So really, do you want to hear how I did it? I was on the track of saying something, but I looked. There was a blue one for sale at a dealership I work with, and I was like, "Hey, can you give me a good deal on this?" Like, and the guy I work with there said, "I'll ask my manager to come in." So I go look at it, or I was planning to go look at it, and I would go talk to my dad. I'm like, "Hey, so like, let me give you some history. There's this guy. His family's very rich, but he's very challenged by me. And when I first started in this industry, he's threatened to kill me and all this shit. And it's just weird, whatever." And then he still talks about me, I'm sure, all the time. And he thinks about me a lot. Um, and even just a few years ago, he threatened me again. And I was like, okay, let's. I basically posted it on my Instagram and said, okay, then fight me, faggot. It's like, well, fight me and we'll do it for charity. How about that? Does that sound fair? Otherwise, shut the fuck up, you pussy. I don't like saying that. But he is. So, um, what happened next is I tell my dad about this story, and I'm like, so my plan is I want to buy this car and then basically like use his mouth against him, like I've done before. Basically, if he didn't open his mouth, I wouldn't have done as well as I have done. And my dad said basically like, oh, you should leave him alone, and people like that, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, okay, so you're saying don't buy the car? He's like, no, just don't fuck with that guy. I'm like, oh, okay, fucking who cares? So I could like, you give me your blessing, like that's cool with you. And he said, yeah. I was like, okay, well then I'm going to the dealership to check it out. I go to the dealership. I do a job for a customer in Dubai. It's my first job in Dubai in forever. And that has a potential to be a new market for me if that takes off. Inshallah. So, um, whether that happens or not, can't count on it. But things are looking good. You know, there's like potential revenue streams everywhere. Plus, this like these new cars, the retail price is going to be very high, very high. So I'll make my money back. Um, Anyways, I do this job for Dubai. The same week, I get a request from like someone who has a shop in Dubai. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot of Dubai shit happening. Maybe I should pay attention. Maybe I should go out there again, see what we can do. And then, okay, so I go to the Lamborghini dealership. I'm doing the job for Dubai on my laptop, and then ask them, can I talk to someone about buying this new model? And then they're like, sure. And then this guy comes and he's like, yeah, you're interested in buying a car? I was like, yeah. How many, it's called the Temerario. How many Temeraris do you have? He's like, we have one. I was like, what? He's like, yep. All the ones that come in are like spoken for, but someone did backed out of their order. So it's like, okay. Well, can we see the one? And then look at it, and it's this gorgeous orange. And you know me with numerology, so black and orange is very good for numerology. Um, and it's the number of influence and all this stuff. So, um, I have a headache. So I'm thinking the color makes sense, like, but do my due diligence, go to the other place, look at the blue one. The numbers made no sense for the blue one, made a lot of sense for the orange one. And I was like, fuck it. 666 all day. Like, sit in the guy's office and there's 666 on his desk. I'm like, fuck. Talk to my dad, there's 666 on his screen. I'm like, fuck. Why are all these no's happening? And the thing is, it's not like there's like, oh, is there a better deal somewhere or whatever. There's none on this. The secondhand market is a brand new car. There's no inventory anywhere. So I'm like, okay, what's the warning? What's the warning? What the fuck are you telling me? Like I couldn't figure it out. Of course, it stopped after buying the car, so like whatever the warning was before that. I don't know. What could it be? I suppose it doesn't matter at this point, but um, I buy the car. I talk to my friend that has a podcast, and I'm like, hey, I need to go on, and I start talking shit immediately because I need this to land. I need this. I see 666 right now. Maybe I'm gonna say something that puts my foot in my mouth. Is that it? The goal basically is like, no one is known for this model yet. So if I get my name out there and show this story and that I bought it to David versus Goliath and all this shit, the next, I mean, for the rest of my life, I'll be doing this. For the rest of my life, I'll be tuning this car. As long as there's gasoline and an earth, this will pay dividends. I'll make my money back and then some. And then I wasn't expecting this, but I love the car so much more than my new Ferrari. It's like I'm excited. Like I left it in LA for the podcast today, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to drive it again. And I figured I'd film something before I go and just see how it goes. But like, here's the other thing: is I thought it was, with my ex trying to get back and then me not falling for it. I was like, okay, I passed the spiritual test, so I should be rewarded now. Someone's asking me about the Lambo. What wheels are you putting on it? I don't know. So my thought was, okay, I didn't fall for it, so there's a reward. But who's gonna reward me if it's not me? Like, I'll do it myself, and then like, Robert Ever Grant said that he would go out and buy a watch before a big business deal to ensure that he was successful. Like having the feeling of it already completed is a way to manifest it. So I've been doing that my whole life. Same thing, Reg. I do the same shit. So I agree with you, buddy. I'm not gonna pretend he taught me something, but like it's confirmation. It's like, yeah. Well, the people who don't live like that have their lives, right? The people who do live like that live their lives. It's indicative. If you think it works this way, you're right. If you think it works this way, you're right. So why not think this way, you fuck? You fuck? You fuck? So I had this thought. Here's the other thing. Financially, I'm doing better than I ever have in this business. Better than when I started, I had no idea I could get here. But now that I'm here, I'm like, I'm still kind of half speed. I'm still not really pushing it. So what happens if I push? What happens if I try? What happens if I become the king of this new model? I'll have a different life. I keep thinking double my income, but what if I triple it? What if I really do something? Why can't that happen? And then, of course, it's still a simulation. It's still a fucking gay place to live, and the devil's the god of this world, and blah, blah, blah. But I'm still playing a game, right? Why not win the game? Why not play to win? I can't control the outside world other than not pay attention to it. People send me reels all the time about this is about to happen, that's about to happen. It's like I'm not going down that path. Like if it happens, I will pivot, but what is this worry about? And by the way, that's probably what 666 is about. I won't comment on anything about politics or religion or the UFC at the fucking White House, but it's neither here nor there. I feel excited. I feel happy to be doing things again. I feel like when the blackjack table's hot, you got to play your hands, It's like I have to split the aces. I got a third ace. I got to split it again, and then let's run it. I'm splitting my aces. I'm splitting the fuck out of my aces, and if my karma's good and I've done good in the world and God deems it, you know, a just reward, it's time. And I was thinking about like all the stuff I wanted to do with this house. I got a message from the HOA and they're like, you can only have 4 cars. I'm like, so I'm too rich to live here? Like, what do you mean? I already had 5. Why is there a problem now? And they're like, oh, they just changed the rules. Like, well, fuck the rule. Like, what do you, like, it was already like this. Keep it. And then I bought a 6. So we, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this shit, but it's a problem for future me. I bought furniture. I spent $100,000 this last month. Easily. Bought furniture from fucking Restoration Hardware, a Lamborghini, a vacation. That was like 15. It was a shit vacation. It's a waste of money. But I don't know. I know I'm supposed to build this shit. I know I can. It's getting brighter. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Oh, I'm almost on week 2 of. I'm still losing weight, but I lost a little bit of size. So like I always freak out when that happens. I want to lean out. I don't get scrawny. I'm all over the place. I am all over the place. I think I have to get ready right now, but if I have a compelling story, people know me as the guy that tunes his car and he has one and he's, you know what I mean? That's how I started. Like, he's the guy, he's one of us. I am one of you. And only I can do this. I haven't thought about what to say during the thing yet. I just assume it'll come out as it should. Hope it works. I told my dad, I was like, if this stuff works, even before I bought the Lamborghini, I was like, I'm not gonna fix this house up. I'm just gonna move to a bigger house. He's like, what? We're neighbors. I was like, give it to my sister. That's what I would do. And I wouldn't move far, I don't think, but I think I'd like to be, I don't know. There's some places like in Irvine that are gated that are nice that I don't care about views or any shit like this. Like, I don't sit out here ever, but I do need space, at least for the cars. I don't need living space because it's just me. What a life I'm living. I mean, what it took to get here, I don't know if, like, if you told childhood me, like, this is what's going to happen, I would have been like, no, thank you. But if it's going to happen, you might as well have on the other side the things that you want. So I'm working on it. And, like, if it happens the way I'm envisioning, most of these have been fucking doom and gloom, but this is, I feel uplifted. I feel really good. My energy's good. And thank God I didn't fall for it. Thank God that miserable cunt didn't weasel her way in. Let me suck your dick or you're gay. It's like, alright, well, just. I'd rather be gay than deal with you. Fuck. Like, if you actually do your work, do the internal work, like, you don't need the lesson anymore. And it's like I said before, like, every time I was driving past the exit that her and I both lived at, I'd have this feeling of dread that I was going to run into her, and then all day I'd be having bad thoughts, thinking about things she did or said, and just killing myself. And how are you supposed to get wealthy? How are you supposed to think about your future? How are you supposed to manifest money? It's like, she doesn't even know that she's an energy vampire. And I was very blunt about it. Like, you are a fucking energy vampire. And if you can't see it, you're fucking, that's not my problem. But thank God I did it. Like, I mean, I tried everything before I gave up. So there's no excuse to do it again. It's like, if I need sex, I will go to someone who's not a demon. Thank you very much. But I can imagine that she is pretending that she's happy and in love, pretending that she's resolved something that will never be resolved in this lifetime. It will never be resolved. Meanwhile, I'm over here, waking up, and deciding to buy a Lamborghini. Not that I've done all of it by myself. You know. But who does? Nobody's done anything by themselves, so who gives a shit? Well, I don't know why that's an accolade, but this is such a interesting time. So I've been seeing 555 and 999. So I'm like, okay, a chapter's ending. I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for the next version of myself. Business is not the meaning of my life, but I'm enjoying it again. I am enjoying it again. I have a tendency to what if myself out of happiness. But you could change the what if to what if it goes better than you thought. Because if I did 10 of these retail a month, that's a lot, but that's if I was number one in the industry, that's doable. Then that one model gets me past the goal that I had for income. Just one model. That's something. That is something. Cool. Well, it would be interesting to watch things back, see the bad times, the good. Like, I don't really talk about good stuff. I only journal when something bad's happening. But like, I'm at the cusp of something. It's like I bought myself a fucking birthday present. Fuck, man, I'm spending so much money, but money's coming in. It's coming in. And if there's more eyes on my company for this model, there'll be more eyes for the models I already do, which would be sick. Anyways, sayonara.